I am gonna go out on a limb and guess that you have a pile in your house that kind of looks like this and never actually leaves your house. You did the declutter work. You took it out of the spaces. You brought it down to the garage. You're ready to say goodbye to it. And now you're just kind of paralyzed. Because you see, this video isn't about decluttering. We've already done that part. This is about the exit part. The part of the process that no one talks about. They're like, and then they lived happily ever after. And it's like, no, I need to know what happens with the exit, because that's the part with my ADHD that never ends up happening. And I end up driving my stuff around in my car, thinking it's gonna get to a donation center, and then I never actually do it. And I'm like, why do I keep letting this stuff bully me around? And I realized it's kind of like a breakup. That's what we're doing today, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. This is the moment where you have to face the music. You have to be like, all right, you went through the decision process of it not belonging in your house, but now you actually have to part with it, and part with it in a way that doesn't make my anxiety want to cry. So we're like doing a cost-benefit analysis of this amazing contraption that you've held on to for 10 years because you know it was worth a lot of money when you first got it. And then you're like, should I sell it? Should I donate it? Should I find someone who will like it? And here's exactly what that process looks like when you have ADHD and anxiety combating each other. Also why I start a million projects before I finish them. All right, first and obvious move is sell something. You spent real money on this. Look at this contraption. My kids loved it one Christmas. I spent a lot of money on it at the time, probably. I don't know, maybe I used Kohl's Cash. I want to get that money back in my pocket. So what do? You go onto Marketplace and you take 47 photos of it, even a video explaining how fantastic it is. You keep going back and forth with someone by the name of Kevin, being like, yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. Newsflash, Kevin never shows up. He never does. Forget about Kevin. So then the next thing that you could do is try to find someone that would like that item, being like, I don't want to take it to a donation center. My friend would probably love this, or my sister when she's back in town. But here's the thing. Then what that does is it makes you into a matchmaker. You're trying to match the emotion of these things and give to someone. It can be very meaningful, but it still clutters up your house. It clutters up your car. You have to drive around town, take the extra steps, and sometimes we just want to get rid of it, you know? Like, we don't want to take that extra step. I don't know if I want to be a matchmaker, Cody. Not for me, not today. Next obvious one is donate. And you're like, great, that's charitable. I love giving to charity. Isn't that fantastic? But does Goodwill really want this goodie bag that you got from a trampoline park, or this random stuffed animal that I really should probably just give to my dog? It makes me think, are these things good enough? Am I just giving trash to an organization that will then have to like throw it all out and sift through that? And that's like going against their charitable mission. And am I a piece of crap? Like, I don't know. Am I a garbage person? I just wanted to be nice. And then truly sometimes I'm like, this stuff is open. It is literally trash that I'm holding on to. I should just throw it out. But there's still good stuff in there, and like maybe someone would like it, and like the environment and landfills, and think about the polar bears, and every single one of these options has an ADHD but. I'm like, but maybe I could find someone to buy it. But maybe I have a friend that would want it. But it's wasteful. But I don't know if this is trash. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all the little micro decisions. And so I'm looking at that pile and I'm saying, what is my mental sanity worth? And why does this remind me of something? Why, Cody? Why? So as I'm making this like mental pro and con list, I'm like, why am I holding on to this stuff? Why is this decision so hard on what to do with it? Every time I look at this pile, it makes me feel bullied. It makes me question why I'm holding on to it for so long, and it's dragging me down. And I'm like, when was the last time I made a pro and con list like this? It was when I was breaking up with my high school boyfriend. Everyone does it. It's painful, even if you're the one that's lowering the boom. But I was like, this is like a breakup. And that's why I keep going through the mental gymnastics, and frankly, I'm done with it. So we can be responsible for getting it out of our house and simplifying the exit strategy. And also, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, wherever it is, if you're getting some value out of this, I would really love it if you just help this little channel. So just let me help your little hand right there. That would be great because I love making these videos for you. Now, we're going to get to my rules. It's a little uncharacteristic of me to have rules because I don't always stick to them, but I do now have rules and a framework for how we're going to simplify this exit strategy. So what's the fastest way I'm going to get this situationship out of my house? Rule number 1 is you're going to give away stuff for free. And it's the most liberating thing because it takes all the decision work out of it. I do not have to set pricing. I do not need to message with Kevin. I do not need to do anything other than waltz down my driveway, put everything out on a table, and then post once on Facebook. Dear neighbors, or dear Buy Nothing Facebook group that you belong to, I have a table of free items. I would love for you to shop. You'd be shocked what people will come to your house for. Be like, I have some broken crayons. And they're like, I'll come by in 5 minutes. It's gonna be faster than Kevin messaged you. That's how fast it's gonna be. Rule number 2, if you are gonna sell something, it has a 2-week life cycle. You are not spending more than 2 weeks on something trying to sell. For instance, if you're trying to sell something, start first with maybe a consignment shop that's near you. A consignment shop is almost like a free table where you're bringing a buttload of things in, being like, these are my nicest items. Kid clothing, kids' toys, even women's wardrobe, men's wardrobe, going to I live near a Plato's Closet, or you might have some other higher end consignment store near you. Drop off stuff and see if they'll give you cash for it. You don't have to do the pricing for it. You can turn it down, or you can be like, you know what, $50 is better than no bucks. So then you take whatever they didn't buy and it can go to your free table or the next step. But here's the thing. If you are posting something to Facebook Marketplace, you will try to make friends with Kevin. This will happen. So don't get trailed along for more than 2 weeks. Drop the price after a week. Also, don't get too emotional. Just because you spent $50 on this brand new thing in 2019 does not mean that someone would buy it at that price. You're trying to just get it out and quickly. So if you're trying to sell something on eBay, look at the sold listings and try to beat some of those pricing by 10%. And you'll sell it a lot faster. Because this stuff, even if you have storage space for it, it's taking up real estate in your home. And it's like a tenant that's not paying rent to you. So are you really going to keep giving warnings? No, because these are inanimate objects and not human beings, and you're allowed to kick them out, okay? So they need to pay you rent or they need to be out of here. Rule number 3, if you've reached the donation stage, your neighbors and friends have picked through that free table and you are left over with the goodies. You can say to yourself, I can donate this with a 5-second rule for most of your items. Number 1, you're gonna see if there's any pilling, if there's holes in random stuff. If it's brand new, great. It's like a very easy, yes, I can donate this. If it is an oversized piece of furniture, they might not take it. If it is old technology, like a huge TV from 2000, if it is electric cords, if it's hardware equipment, those are things that they can't take. And so you just have to go through your stuff being like, I have offered this for free. If you're on the fence and you're like, it's not on the I can't send, think, would I buy this because it's in good condition at Goodwill? Then by all means donate it. But if you're like, I feel like this is just gonna sit on a shelf and they're just gonna have to pay to remove it, it is trash, my friends. It's trash. So 5 seconds. These are socks. They're brand new. I could ask the attendant there to see if they would take them, but it is out of packaging, so some places are really strict about that. Ow, that tar is hot. My butt's on fire. And if you're really looking to make a difference, your guilt-free card is right here. I'm posting some of the top items that shelters, in our area at least, are always looking for. And you're not just clearing out clutter, you're actually making a difference and sending a lifeline to someone of things that are brand new and that can not only help the family, but also make them feel really proud that they have new items, just like the new items that you would want to use. So check it out. It's an awesome way to declutter your home with a purpose. And now I'm going to bring you a little closer in order to talk about my favorite subject, which is trash and disposal. It is the easiest way to get rid of our stuff. Just throw it in a trash can. My trash collection comes twice a week, and we pay a bill quarterly, and it just goes away, no questions asked. We feel guilty about it because of the negative impact on the environment, but ultimately, it's just the responsible and right thing to do. Donation centers can't accept certain things, and I think we feel so guilty about the trash part because of wasted money on something. You didn't get use out of the item, you're down on yourself about it, and that's where you just have to give yourself grace and say, I am going to work to change my shopping habits so this doesn't happen again. I'm happy to say that a lot of items that I do end up throwing out tend to be older items. They are things that my shopping habits have really changed over time. And that's where it's like, it's not you, it's me. You know, I have changed over time and I'm ready for you to not be in my life anymore. Also, a wise person once commented on a video to say, Heidi, just because you don't want to throw it out doesn't mean that your home needs to become the landfill that's temporary. And I'm like, that is so true. Don't leave it for your loved ones to paw through your house and try to decide on the trash at that point. Take it bit by bit now and realize I can make a life change and I can find a way to still do some great good in the world, and I'm allowed to let it go. If holding on to trash is something that's really weighing you down, I say don't let it. Just give yourself grace, and your momentum is more important in mental sanity than holding on to trash inside your home. So what did we learn today? I know, breakups are hard, even when you're the one that's lowering the boom. But here's the thing is, I don't want you to be held back. When you have that project and satisfaction of clearing stuff out of your main home and you're ready for that exit part, I don't want you to get frozen. I don't want that for you, and we are allowed to have that mental clarity and that mental space. I know once I go through these 4 steps, which is give for free, sell quickly, donate quickly with the 5-second rule, and then throw out what is actually trash, my brain will feel so much lighter, and I will be one step closer to maybe clearing out that doom closet that is upstairs, because that's my next step. So I really want to know what is in your doom pile that you keep passing by or keep driving around in the trunk of your car, because this is a zero judgment zone. And we are here to support you to say, absolutely, you can donate that, and without guilt. Because it's all about moving forward. It's chasing the calm on this channel and trying to make light of the fact that even with ADHD or anxiety, we can do everyday things and make progress bit by bit. You got this. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'm ready for you to find a new home.